Hey there, it's Vicki Marie, and I have a Tiny Tidy Tuesday video today. This is an open collab hosted by Sunday Dawn over at The Helpful Home, and there is a playlist down in the description today of all the other wonderful channels who are participating. And once a week on Tuesday, we always put out a video of just a tiny tidy. You know, anymore, that's pretty much all I do throughout my week is just tiny tidies. But you know, there is something about, just basically it's called picking up after yourself. You know, instead of waiting, just pick up after yourself as you go through your day, and it just makes things so much easier. So, but I have gotten behind, and today I have a bit of a, it's not, I don't know, this is not really a mighty tidy to me, although, I don't know, I've gotten behind with my outside grilling area because John, well, I had the vertigo and all of that, so that kind of put me behind, and then John's been working a lot. So we got back from our little 5-day trip to Breckenridge, and we just jumped on the patio, and we started power washing some rugs. I power washed the rug that goes on the deck, and I also power washed a couple of my inside rugs and my welcome mat that goes by the front door. And it just feels really great to get that done. It's just the easiest way to do it is just to power wash it. That's drying, then I just wanted to go ahead and dust all of my outdoor furniture. It's so dusty, and we've had some rain and we've had some wind, and you know, between the moisture and the wind, you could just imagine the caked on gunk all over everything. So I'm freshening all of that today and cleaning up just the patio furniture, washing those carpets, those rugs. And that's pretty much my tiny tidy today. guys can kind of peek back here, you will get a little sneak peek of my chairs in the dining room. That happened, and I did a video, but I don't know if that's going to come out right before this one or right after that. So if you haven't seen that one yet, you can go over and check out a little bit, get a closer look of those chairs. I finally did it. Took me a long time to decide, and I am so thrilled with just the difference. You know, when we think of tidying up our house, you know, it's not only like putting things in their place. For me, it's kind of creating a clear canvas, and maybe removing a few things, like in my case, a little bit of some of the older furniture I had, and replacing that with a few fresh pieces, or painting, painting some of the things that I had, and which I did in my dining room. I painted my table rather than replacing it, and I'm thrilled about that. But I've been just sort of going through and just getting rid of a few things. I also did a lot of decluttering in my closet recently too, and I just took a whole bunch of things to Goodwill and to the thrift shops. So tidying up, for me, it just means being really mindful. Just being mindful, not allowing myself to get overwhelmed with this major to-do list, because I used to get really overwhelmed with my to-do list. Not even overwhelmed. It's just that I would have this long to-do list. I would begin at the beginning of the day, and my whole goal in life was to get through that to-do list. But you know what they say, you got to stop and smell the roses once in a while. So instead of just being outside enjoying the outdoor, like when company came over, we would enjoy our outdoor area. Or sometimes if John and I were together, we'd sit out and maybe have a glass of wine and talk out on the deck and put some music on. That's all fine and dandy, but I would not ever do that by myself. And now I'm realizing that I'm an empty nester, and I get to do those things for me. So I get to go out there during the day and maybe take one of my phone calls or my Zoom calls or whatever, the things I do during the day. A couple of appointments. I will sit outside and light a candle or write in my journal or read. I've been going out and reading on the patio more, enjoying the birds. I do feed the birds and the squirrels, and you guys know if you watch my vlog, I love doing all of that. But in the past, it was always about getting the house ready for company, or getting the house and I think Fly Lady talks about this too. Like if you want, and I used to have a coach trainer years and years ago who said, if you want to get your house clean, invite company over and you'll get your house clean. So that was always my trick. Oh, let's invite, friends over. And then boy, my house just miraculously, I got it done. And, that works. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just in a different phase in my life, and I just want to move a little more meticulously, a little more mindfully, and do things for myself just as much as I do those things for everyone else. I think it's really important as part of my self-care, being mindful. And I guess I'm starting to become a little bit of a minimalist in a way too, because I've been letting go of so many things. And, I told John, it's like, instead of having 5 different things sitting out, just have maybe one thing that when I look at it, it just sparks this sense of joy, really, there's a memory behind it, or, and pretty much everything I place in my space right now is like that for me. It may not match perfectly. It may not, you might not find my videos on the cover of, Home and Garden or some fancy magazine, lifestyle magazine, but it's meaningful to me, and I feel really good in this space. So I'm more, focused on what brings me joy, not trying to put something out there I'm not competing with anybody, right? We don't have to compete with anyone. We just honor ourselves and honor what we like and what we love, and that's all we have to do. That's what my life's about, and it really is where my heart and my mind are right now, in just continuing to clear my home, to let things go, release things that no longer serve me, and also to kind of surrender to some of the things that's happening in my life that I cannot change and I have no control over. Just surrender that. And I'm starting to really plug into this great sense of peace in my heart, really this great sense of peace. I am a person of faith, And that's very important to me, and I do think that makes a difference. You know, when you believe in something bigger than you, you know, and you're not focused on yourself all the time, I think that helps too. And that's what I try to bring to my channel. I try to focus on the community here and what we're all trying to do together. I think we're all just trying to share our lives and inspire each other, and I love that. So, all right, I'm gonna get all talky talk. So I think I'll end right here. I do want to again a big thanks to Sunday Dawn over at the Helpful Home for sponsoring and hosting this open collaboration. And if you are interested in joining, go over and check out her channel and contact her. Also, check out all the other wonderful channels who participate in this collab. And yep, thank you so much. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And this is going out on the 4th of July. So I just want to say happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day. And I hope that you are celebrating with people you love. The 4th of July is a day that we celebrated in 1776. Yes, 1776. And we, it was when we were free of the mother country, of England, of the king, and we were declaring our independence. And it was, you know, if you think about it, that's a pretty special thing, and we should never take that for granted. I don't want to ever take that for granted. So happy 4th of July. I hope that you're celebrating with friends and loved ones. I will be, in the evening here on the 4th of July, I will be with family out of town for a little while, and we will be celebrating and watching fireworks and all of that. So that's what I'll be doing. So I hope you'll be doing something too to celebrate. I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you're doing well. Take care. I'll see you on the next one.
I know you're all about the good vibes. Do you know how much I love you? Want to see you smile. Where's that